You've seen hair transplant results before, but not like these, because today you'll witness how precision and expertise can create life-changing impact across every stage of baldness. Whether it's an early receding hairline or advanced crown thinning, hair loss is not about losing a strand of hair. It's about losing identity, confidence, and sometimes even part of who you are. But the right choice, the right technology, and the right clinic can turn that whole narrative around. In this video, we present to you the amazing makeover of 4 patients who believed QHT Clinic could restore not only their hair but also their confidence. They had varying hair loss patterns and conditions, ranging from receding hairlines to diffuse thinning to full crown loss. And yet, what they have in common is one thing: choosing the best professional attention and innovative methods for permanent outcomes. You will observe how careful planning, proper graft estimation, and advanced extraction techniques enabled them to attain natural, age-related density and a refined hairline design. So watch till the end and let us know in the comments whose results you found super impressive and which patient's journey you personally connect with. Before starting the hair transplant procedure, let's understand the initial condition of each patient in detail, because every stage of baldness requires a customized approach and surgical planning. Patient 1 presented with Norwood Grade 2 baldness, an early stage where the hairline had started receding, mainly affecting the sides and frontal zone. The remaining scalp, including the mid-scalp and crown area, showed healthy and dense hair growth. Patient 2 had Norwood Grade 3 baldness, where the hairline had receded in an M-shaped pattern, creating visible thinning in the frontal and temporal areas. However, the mid-scalp and crown still retained good density. Patient 3 was diagnosed with diffuse grade 4 baldness. Diffuse thinning doesn't form clear bald patches. In his case, the hairline was intact but appeared thinner, and the frontal area showed mild thinning as well. The most affected zone was his mid-scalp, while the crown remained relatively healthy. Patient 4 came with diffuse grade 6 baldness, a more advanced stage. His frontal hairline had almost disappeared, leaving no defined border. The frontal and mid-scalp regions were severely thinned, and the crown area also showed signs of progressive miniaturization. These stages of hair loss affected their social image because of the perceived loss of youth and attractiveness. Across all 4 patients, the common factor was a strong and stable donor zone, the key element that determines the success and natural results of a hair transplant. If you're also noticing hair thinning, you can simply share your pictures with us. Our doctors will help you understand your current stage and tell you whether you need a hair transplant or not. Once the detailed scalp assessment was completed, our experts proceeded to the next and one of the most crucial steps, which is hairline design. A well-designed hairline is not just about restoring hair, it's about restoring balance, proportion, and natural harmony to the face. Here, every hairline is crafted with precision, keeping in mind the patient's facial structure, age, and aesthetic goals. The design process begins by measuring the correct distance from the glabella point, the central point between the eyebrows, ensuring proper alignment and facial symmetry. The goal is to create a hairline that looks completely natural, even on close inspection, and continues to age gracefully over time. For patient 1, a customized conservative hairline was designed to match his youthful facial proportions. The affected frontal area was outlined precisely to maintain his natural forehead size while giving a subtle, defined frame to his face. For patient 2, since his frontal recession was deeper and extended in an M-shaped pattern, his hairline was designed slightly lower and rounded at the temples to restore a balanced frontal appearance while keeping the design age-appropriate. Patient 3 had diffuse thinning, so his existing hairline was refined rather than lowered. A thin frontal outline was created to enhance density, while the mid-scalp, his most affected zone, was separately marked for uniform coverage. For patient 4, who had advanced diffuse baldness, the process was extensive. His new hairline was carefully crafted to re-establish definition, and the entire affected region, from the frontal to the crown area, was outlined. The mid-scalp zone was marked with lighter density to ensure an even, natural gradient of coverage. Once the hairline was finalized, the procedure began by injecting the local anesthesia into the recipient area. Once the scalp was numbed, slit creation was performed according to the natural flow and direction of the existing hair. This step is one of the most crucial phases of the surgery. Proper slit creation ensures a seamless transition between the transplanted and non-transplanted areas, giving a natural-looking density and flow. Following this, the extraction and implantation process began using the QHT Quick Hair Transplant technique, where grafts were extracted and implanted simultaneously. This advanced approach minimizes graft out-of-body time, preserves follicle vitality, and enhances the overall survival rate of the transplanted grafts. For all 4 patients, the grafts were implanted according to the zones. For patient 1, single and thin hair follicles implanted in the hairline zone, creating a natural look in the affected frontal zone. Double and triple hair follicles were implanted, creating a fuller look. In his case, a total of 2,700 grafts were implanted, all extracted from the patient's safe donor zone. For patient 2, also single and thin hair follicles implanted in the hairline zone in an irregular pattern, creating a soft appearance. In the frontal area, to create dense, voluminous appearance, double and triple hair follicles were implanted. In this case, a total of 2,800 grafts were implanted, all extracted from the patient's safe donor zone. For patient 3, single and thin hair follicles were implanted in the hairline zone for a natural appearance. In the affected frontal area beside hairline, both single and double hair follicles were implanted to provide natural density. In the mid-scalp area, double and triple hair follicles were implanted, creating a voluminous appearance. In his case, a total of 3,200 grafts were implanted, all extracted from the patient's safe donor zone. For patient 4, also single and thin hair follicles were implanted in the hairline zone. In the frontal area and mid-scalp, double and triple hair follicles were implanted, creating a fuller look. In the crown region, to create a natural-looking swirl pattern, double and triple hair follicles were implanted at varying angles. Through this precise approach, each patient's graft were implanted to their unique baldness grade, ensuring balance and long-term density retention. If you want to know more about the procedure, comment hair transplant. 1 month post-transplant from all 4 patients, 3 visited for their follow-up: patient 1, patient 3 and patient 4. This 1 month follow-up phase helps us assess early healing, shedding patterns and overall scalp condition. For patient 1, our experts observed 40% shedding in the transplanted area, which is completely normal and a part of a hair growth cycle post-transplant. In this period, his donor area has also healed completely, as the skin texture looks completely normal and the native follicles were growing at their natural pace. For patient 3, the shedding was minimal and not clearly visible to the naked eye. However, under trichoscopic examination, our specialists confirmed that follicular progress was exactly on track. The scalp showed good signs of recovery, with natural hair continuing to grow evenly across the donor and recipient areas. For patient 4, approximately 50% shedding was observed in the transplanted region, which again falls within the normal range. His native follicles were growing well and the donor area had completely healed. During this visit, all 3 patients underwent their first PRP, platelet-rich plasma therapy session, a vital step that helps stimulate dormant follicles, accelerate healing, and deliver essential growth nutrients to the scalp. On this visit, all 3 patients showed healthy recovery and ideal scalp response, laying a strong foundation for visible growth in the coming months. 12 months result of patient 1. Following him, patient 1 shared his final outcomes at the 12-month mark, and the transformation was really impressive. Earlier, at the 5-month stage, we had already witnessed significant progress and visible improvement. However, by 12 months, his hair had completely matured, gaining the natural thickness, volume, and shine characteristic of healthy native hair. The hairline appeared perfectly defined and balanced, beautifully framing his facial features and enhancing his overall appearance. The frontal area, which had initially shown thinning, now exhibited dense and voluminous coverage, seamlessly blending with the surrounding native hair. The scalp showed even texture, natural direction, and excellent graft survival, a testament to the precision of the QHT technique. Beyond aesthetics, this transformation also restored his self-confidence and youthful charm. Patient 1 now enjoys the freedom to style his hair effortlessly, achieving any look he desires with complete naturality. Patient 4 shared his final results at the 21-month mark, showcasing not only the success of the procedure but also the long-term survival and stability of the transplanted hair. By this stage, his hairline had become fully defined, creating a balanced and natural frame for his facial structure. The density achieved was outstanding. Every graft had matured beautifully, resulting in a natural flow and direction of hair. The gaps that were visible in the frontal area and mid-scalp at the 6-month mark had now completely filled in, giving him an evenly dense and voluminous appearance across the scalp. The crown region, which was one of the most challenging areas to restore, displayed a perfectly recreated natural swirl pattern, replicating the original direction and growth pattern of his native hair. By the 21-month mark, patient 4's transformation reflected the perfect balance between artistry and medical precision. His results showcased meticulous planning, skilled execution, and steady follicular growth, restoring both natural appearance and lasting confidence. 22 months results of patient 2. 22 months follow-up. Patient 2 shared his final transformation results, marking the completion of his hair restoration journey. By this stage, his results had reached their full potential, displaying a perfect balance of density, definition, and natural flow. His hairline appeared beautifully structured and well-defined, complementing his facial proportions and giving him a refreshed, youthful appearance. The frontal area, which initially showed significant thinning, now exhibited thick and voluminous growth with excellent texture and natural shine. The transition between transplanted and native hair was completely seamless. The overall scalp coverage was uniform, reflecting optimal graft survival and consistent growth. The density achieved was age-appropriate and natural, enhancing his facial harmony and restoring his confidence. At this stage, patient 2 could easily style his hair in any way he desired, enjoying natural movement and a fuller look. His transformation highlighted the importance of precise planning, proper aftercare, and patience, key factors that led to long-term, realistic, and aesthetically pleasing results. His journey stands as a strong example of how advanced techniques, when executed with expertise, can deliver authentic, life-changing outcomes. Each of these 4 patients began their hair restoration journey at different stages and grades of baldness. Yet today, all of them stand as powerful examples of how the right planning, precision, and technique can transform not only appearance but also confidence. Patient 1 started his journey with Norwood Grade 2 baldness, an early-stage recession primarily affecting the hairline and frontal zone. With 2,700 grafts, his transformation was quick and natural. By 12 months, he achieved a perfectly defined hairline, uniform coverage, and natural density, restoring balance and proportion to his face. Patient 2 had Norwood Grade 3 baldness, characterized by deeper temple recession and an M-shaped pattern. A total of 2,800 grafts were used to rebuild his hairline and frontal density. At 22 months, his results showcased full scalp coverage, a mature and well-structured hairline, and completely natural flow. Patient 3 presented a diffuse Grade 4 pattern, where the thinning was widespread rather than patchy. Using 3,200 grafts, we focused on rebuilding density across the frontal and mid-scalp zones. By the 10th month, his results were outstanding, with uniform thickness, voluminous growth, and a rejuvenated, youthful appearance. Patient 4, with diffuse Grade 6 baldness, faced the most advanced condition. Using 4,500 grafts, the restoration covered his hairline, frontal zone, mid-scalp, and crown. At 21 months, his transformation was remarkable. The crown swirl had fully formed, and the overall density looked rich and natural, proving the long-term reliability of the QHT technique. Despite their different stages of baldness, graft counts, and timelines, one thing remained common. Each result looked natural, age-appropriate, and confidently styled. These cases together reflect the power of expertise, modern technology, and patient trust, the true essence of transformation at QHT Clinic. Each journey you've seen today proves that the right technique can truly redefine confidence. Tell us in the comments whose results impressed you the most, and if you're planning your own transformation, consult our experts at QHT Clinic. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring results.
Hello friends, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please like this video, share and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get update on every video.